So for my futures project, I decided to focus a lot on education in Pakistan and kind of how it has changed, and also about what college um, s- students in college in Pakistan. So a lot of Pakistan women are frowned upon for wanting to go to school and for going to school. They feel that they have a need elsewhere with their mom in the home, doing things that will help in other aspects and that they're not expected to attend school. Many of the women in Pakistan cannot read or write, and a lot of men do struggle with the reading and writing in Pakistan. And this makes it hard, I feel, for a country to be able to function. They have jobs and places that they need these people to be, and they can't because they aren't able to communicate. So slowly, women started going to school, even though it was super risky. Um, they wanted to learn, and so they would do anything in order to get to that point where they could learn. Education in Pakistan also was not free, so many people couldn't afford to send their children to school, which also causes a lot of problems because they're not being educated because they can't afford it. In the United States, we do kind of have that thing where education is free, and we are required to go there. So that's, it got to the point where they soon were allowing women to go to school, um, and then the Taliban shut down schools completely. So this means that the girls and the boys were both not allowed to attend school. Um, After a little bit of time and a little bit of convincing, they had allowed the boys to go back to school, but the Taliban still did not think that the women needed to go to school, that they still were stuck on that old style where women had a different role. Um, some girls, uh, before the schools were shut down, a lot of the girls were afraid to go to school, so they were dropping out before the Taliban had completely closed it because it had gotten so risky that they didn't want to risk their lives, because even just walking in the streets with the Taliban, there was something like a huge risk. So furthering education, um, I have found in my research that Pakistan, many men went to college, and it took quite a few years before women started going. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with same with how men were the ones the boys went to school and the girls didn't, and so then the men went and gained more of an education. So girls were kind of afraid to take that leap into education. And back in also in Pakistan, the education, they struggled to find teachers, which made it really hard to teach them because they were not being taught like necessarily the standards, because they were being taught by students that weren't fully educated. Um, so going back to college, it got to the point where women started to attend college. There are a lot of colleges in Pakistan that have pretty high ratings. This is a picture of a medical school, and these are the girls that were in the graduating class. Um, it, it wasn't easy for people to go to college in Pakistan, and it still isn't easy because college costs money, and you have to come up with the funds to be able to attend college. But they're making it more possible, and more girls are wanting to gain that education and do things on their own rather than being dependent on a male. So some of the education benefits that I found in my researching was that having women educated makes a country stronger. And I think this is so true because women help build up men and men build up women. So it works both ways. And when one fully doesn't have everything that they need to build up the other person, then they just kind of are stuck. So I feel like by having women educated, it really helps them. And so women are a big influence on them. When women can read and write, they can really influence a male's way, and they can help them to be able to attain the knowledge that they need to make decisions. Um, Having everyone in the country educated makes it a lot stronger and more powerful, because it allows everyone to know what is happening and what certain things mean so that they aren't feeling lost or stuck. Um, I feel like Pakistan has come so far in their education, and they have a lot like they have more that they can do, but they have made a lot of improvements, and the schools have become better. So these are my sources that I used. Thanks for watching.